It was not that I was, doing something wrong. I think the system never geared us to work as much and in similar fashion as what the best in the world were doing, what the Chinese were doing, what the Japanese were doing, what the Koreans were doing, who are the top countries in
the
TT.
game.
Yeah, so by the time I played at the 2014 Asian Games, I remember we played the quarterfinals against Singapore. And we played a good close match. We lost that match and we were very happy.
That you gave a good fight.
We gave a good fight and we were happy. And I'm like, are we still not dreaming big? We still are not going into a tournament as a champion. We are still not going there to win medals. And it will not happen until you have solid preparation, right? Belief comes from that.
Belief comes from training.
If you know that if you've not done the right work when you're on the field, you just know that you won't be good enough. And we always knew that. And I think over those, from then to now, if you ask me, the one thing that has changed is that belief. Today, when our athletes walk on that court, in that stadium, they walk with honor, with pride, with that belief in their hearts and minds that they go as winners, as champions, that they can beat anyone that's there, up there. And I think that was the belief that we never had back then.
So you decided after playing the game that you're going to help other people get that belief, and you moved into this new avatar. So tell us about that.
Yeah, so after the 2014 Asian Games, I chose to retire. And, for me, I think I was a big India believer. To me, it mattered a lot that why isn't India winning, right? If we would win medals in any other sport, I would cry, right? And it really pained that in my personal journey that I knew that I could have been a better athlete. So I said that my life would be better served if I could help the next generation and basically ensure that the mistakes that were made during our career are not repeated in the next generation. So I retired. I then did my master's in sports management from Columbia University in New York. Worked for a couple of years abroad in the United States Olympic Committee, at the International Table Tennis Federation, to learn the other side of sport. And then now, since the last 6 years, I work for an organization called Olympic Gold Quest, where our mission is to help Indian athletes win Olympic and Paralympic gold medals. And very proud to say that in the last 3 Olympics, India has won a total of 15 medals, and we've supported the training of 9 of those 15 medal winners in the last 3 Olympics. And they say that it takes just 6 grams of gold to lift the worth of a nation. And really, it's those 6 grams of gold that we all strive for. All of us, right? There are multiple folks in the ecosystem that we work towards. I think the government has done a fantastic job in the last 2 Olympic cycles now, put processes, structures in place. I think now the athletes are being funded, having structures and the right processes, the ecosystem that we did not have, right? From physiotherapists to nutritionists to mental trainers, fitness trainers, training to go abroad and compete. These things and the planning, right? What tournaments you need to play, what are the right steps to do, what is a off-season training session look like, how do you train during a competition season, all of these things that are needed for our athletes. I think the system is now in place.